Hey guys, it's Heather at Bush Poppy Farm. I hope you're doing well, or at least better than I'm doing this week. It's been a hell of a week. We've had in Northern California, we've had a lot of rain all of a sudden. We get what's called atmospheric rivers. They come with high winds and then just torrential rains. And so when that happens in a landscape that is fire scorched and drought stricken, you end up with a lot of mudslides and things like that. So on Tuesday of this week, today's Thursday. It's been a hell of a week. On Tuesday, one of our heritage live oaks gave up the ghost. The soil around it couldn't hold it anymore, and it came down on both of our cars at the same time. Luckily, it fell very slowly, and one of the cars is fine. The other one we had to tow to the collision shop, and we don't know yet what the status on that is going to be, whether it's going to be totaled or if we can just get it repaired. So that was Tuesday. Then on Wednesday, we got our second storm, which between yesterday afternoon and early this morning dumped another 3 inches of rain with high winds. So I have been keeping the fall planted flower beds covered with row cover so that they don't get completely pelted by the rain and have it flatten them. They can handle the colder temperatures, and actually we're going to be going down in the upper 20s tonight, so I'm going to have to cover them again. But I came out here today to uncover them to just see how they were doing, and one of the beds, and I'll show you here in a minute, I'll give you some description, but one of the beds is completely empty. Another one is almost all the way empty, and there's lots of damage in others, and I don't know what it is. It's definitely not slugs. It's either rabbits or squirrels or rodents, probably rodents. We've got a lot of them here. But I'm pretty devastated because that's hundreds of plants gone. Hundreds of plants that I put in the ground in the fall in the hopes of having blooms for my fully sold out spring CSA. So now I have to figure out what to do. I'm not certified organic, but I am an organic gardener farmer. I don't use pesticides. I don't trap and kill. I'm not going to set out poison. That's just not me. I do have an organic repellent that I just picked up. They're little pellets that is capsicum or hot pepper, basically, cayenne, black pepper, and thyme oil. And I'm going to try that to put down on what's left, because I do have some stuff left, and I can't afford to lose everything. I also got lucky and was able to order plugs for snapdragons that will come in February, and I can put those in the ground. Hopefully by the start of the spring CSA, I'll have snapdragons. I can start them from seed again, but because it's cold now, and even though my greenhouse, even though I have a tiny hobby greenhouse, it takes forever for things to germinate and grow right now because it goes down in the upper 20s, low 30s at night. And even though the greenhouse doesn't get that cold, it's just everything slows down. There's not as much daylight. So starting seeds now, basically those seedlings will just languish. They won't really do much. So I had to spend the extra money to get plugs to bring in. Those will be grown in heated production greenhouses. And so when they come to me, they'll be little plants, little transplants, and I can put those in. And in the meantime, I'm gonna have to find what's going on out here. I'm gonna see if we can set up a trail cam and see if I can catch whatever's doing this, because I haven't seen any rabbits ever here. I see plenty of squirrels, I see rats, I see mice, I see skunks, but this area is fenced, so it'd be tough for a skunk to get in here. So yeah, It's been a rough week. So now I'm gonna turn the camera around and show you what I'm talking about when I say things are gone. Okay, so this is bed 1. This was completely planted out. This was all agrostemma, which is corn cockle. There were bachelor buttons, giant poppy pods, nigella, amimagus, and daucus. And this bed is basically empty. And you can see what kind of damage I'm talking about. Just eaten. All right, so I have to replant that whole bed. Those are seeds this got decimated a while ago, so I've started all those seeds, but again, they're going to take forever to grow. This is a bed full of ranunculus and snapdragons. Some of the ranunculus you can see still look good. They have lots of green growth on them, but others eaten down to the ground. I don't know that they're going to come back, and that's hundreds of dollars worth of ranunculus corms there. So continuing on down this way, more ranunculus that are eaten, you can see. And then these were my snapdragons. I had a thick stand of snapdragons all the way down to the end of the bed. And you can see there's only a few remaining. Like this whole section is just gone. What's here, these are just weeds. I need to come in with the hoe and weed. I'm gonna do that tomorrow morning since everything has pretty much been destroyed here. I will hoe out the weeds, and then there's just a few snapdragons left. Same thing here. These were all snapdragons, all gone. All the way up here, this was all snapdragons and it's gone. This was an experiment that failed. I just wanted to see in our 9B climate if agrostemma would grow. I'm sorry, ageratum. And it does grow and it might survive, but you can see some of the blackened tips and stuff. That's from the frost that we had. So we'll see what happens, but I wasn't committed to that anyway. This is all status. It's looking good. I don't know if status is just not a favorite thing to eat, but I'm grateful for whatever. Although you can see there's some damage here. Something's been munching on them. And there's holes. So I'm assuming those are rodent holes. And then this is stock, and it's also getting munched on, but it seems to be surviving a little bit more than everything else. And then we'll come over here. This is all Orlea. This looks good. This is a filler flower. It doesn't look like anything's been munching on those. But this is a small section. I do 2 sections of Orlea because once you need to succession plant it. So this bare spot here, this will have a spring planting of Orlea in it, so that's good. This is all Nigella. This was direct sown, and actually, so far it hasn't been touched. It looks like it's doing pretty good. Then we have straw flower. This is a second succession here, and this is the first. You can see the difference in size. So the straw flower seems to be doing okay as well. And then there's another succession here. And then the rest of these little tiny guys are feverfew, second succession. That's the first succession of feverfew. So those look good. I'm really happy about that. And then finally in this bed, there's nothing down here. This is going to be the permanent dahlia bed. In my zone, I don't really have to dig up dahlias, and so I'm not going to anymore. But under here, which I guess I should uncover and take a look at, are calendula, or were calendula. These are gone. This was also cruspedia. There's only 1 or 2 left. But these are calendula. Those look good. Those are okay so far. So that's what I'm left with. So basically, I'm going to put down these pellets, these hot pepper capsicum pellets in the beds that still have stuff in them right now. We are going to, tomorrow will be another dry day, but then we're getting ready to have like 5 days of heavy rain. And I'm not complaining because you know, we're still in a drought. We have reservoirs that are drying up. So even though we've been getting rain, it's not enough. We've been in a drought for a number of years. So we need the rain, and we're glad to have it. But I'm going to have to come back out here and recheck everything and reapply because it will have gotten washed away. But tonight it's going down in the upper 20s. And so I am going to cover these guys once I put the repellent down again, because even though they can handle the frost, they're under so much stress right now from being chewed on. I'm trying to conserve the little bit that's left. So keep your fingers crossed that this works, and I'm going to try to get a trail camera out here so I can figure out what is going on. Makes me nervous for spring. I mean, I've got thousands of tulips and thousands of daffodils planted, and those are doing fine. You know, they're not being dug up because they're super deep. So at least I'll have those, but those kind of all come on at once, and I need 6 weeks of spring flowers. And so, yeah, this is a little disconcerting. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope that you have a great day and are gearing up and enjoying the holiday season. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye.